Welcome to This Week in East Brunswick. Today we celebrate Independence Day at the East Brunswick Community Arts Center as we check out the festivities and hang around for the fireworks display. Then we head to the New Jersey Law Center in New Brunswick, where a member of the Little Rock Nine, the first group of African American students to break the color barrier in Little Rock, Arkansas's Central High School, spoke about her courageous and historic journey. East Brunswick Public Library continues the new and rapidly growing trivia night, and we have part 2 of the 3-part painting series, Lucy's Big Beautiful World of Painting. All this, plus we have information on July programs taking place here at the library. So stay with us. This Week in East Brunswick starts now.
Hello everybody, my name is Greg and it's 4th of July here in East Brunswick, New Jersey. We got games, a wing eating contest, and entertainment for everybody. We're very excited here at the Community Arts Center. Let's all check it out.
Started off with a little bit of rain, got us a little concerned about how the weather was going to be throughout the day, but around 2:30, 3 o'clock it cleared up and you can see it's a gorgeous day. We plan on having a gorgeous evening though.
Now, what year is this of the annual 4th of July celebration?
This is the second annual one. The township used to do it on an annual basis and stopped about 5 years ago, and last year brought it back for the first time. We had a tremendous turnout and everybody realized how great a time we had as a township and decided to do it again, so we're going to do it on a yearly basis going forward.
That's incredible. Why did it stop?
I think it stopped because of finances, the economy, the national economy slowed down, and it just became rough to do financially. So we were able to get it back last year with some sponsors, and we added some more sponsors this year to make it a go.
So how are you enjoying your Independence Day so far?
It's fantastic. It's July 4th. We finished working at the dealership, and now we're volunteering ourselves to work here, spread the word a little bit. The weather is great. If it was too sunny, I'd be sweating like crazy. So we're enjoying ourselves. We have a great group of people that are working for us here. We have people that are doing face painting on the kids. Again, the raffles, as I said before. Free water, everybody likes that. They just come here and pick it up and they leave. Free Frisbees. As long as the kids are happy, we're happy. And we hope that this will be a continuation come next year and the year after.
We're here with Howie and Janine from the East Brunswick Soccer Club. First of all, let me just ask you, how's your Independence Day going?
Going very well. The weather cleared up. Couldn't be better now.
It's a beautiful day. We've had a lot of kids coming over and playing soccer, checking things out. It's been really fun.
Yeah, with East Brunswick, the sports programs work in conjunction with the township, and we decided we want to have a presence out here. A lot of kids around. What better way to get exposure and the kids see what's going on than to be out here for July 4th?
I'm here with Time. And Time, how's your Independence Day going?
It's going wonderfully.
That's fantastic. God bless America.
Yes.
Now, I hear there's a wing eating contest coming out later.
Yeah, we're actually having 3 different age groups, 8 to 13, 14 to 20, and 21 and older, and we have a bunch of different prizes.
How are you doing today?
I'm great.
That's excellent. Are you enjoying the festivities here today?
Yeah, so far it's fun.
What have you done so far?
My kid went over and played on the bouncy things, and we're enjoying the music.
That's excellent. The band is rocking tonight, wouldn't you?
Sure. Yep, definitely.
Absolutely. You look absolutely fantastic. What is it that made you want to dress up for an event like this today?
It's fun. We don't get a lot of chances to dress up, and it's fun, and it kind of suits with the holiday.
It's really great to see, a lot of different families come out, enjoy the 4th of July, a lot of diversity here. That's what I love about Central Jersey in general.
And how are you guys enjoying 4th of July in general?
We know it's a great holiday. It's Independence Day, and we try to take part in every festivity here.
What is your favorite thing about here today?
Well, I really like all the inflatable slides and just having a really good time.
Are you enjoying the bands and the food here?
Yeah, the band is really good actually. Amazing.
Did you get up and dance?
Yep, a lot.
Awesome.
Most towns, they don't get together as often, and we're having a really good time, and it's awesome,
Well, it really brings the whole community together, and that's not, it doesn't happen a whole lot except for maybe the county fair.
Of course, yeah.
It's Mayor David Stahl up here on July 4th celebration. It's a wonderful evening out here. It's so great to see so many of our community having fun with their friends and family, listening to the bands. Kids are playing on the bouncy rides, some terrific carnival-type food. We've had a cupcake eating contest, wing eating contest, you name it, and we've had some terrific sponsors this year to help foot the bill for our East Brunswick residents. I want to thank Mark Goodzak of General Heating and Cooling and all the folks, Bill McDonough's Route 18 Chrysler Jeep Dodge, for being so great in terms of help supporting tonight. If you did not come and you watch the highlights on EBTV, you missed a terrific party. So come on out. I hope you had a great 4th no matter what you celebrated. And I hope to see you up on our 2nd annual East Brunswick Community Day in September. Look for those highlights. Wish everyone a great rest of the summer. And again, happy 4th.
Well, it looks like everyone had a great time today at the Community Arts Center for the Independence Day celebration. My name is Greg. I hope everyone had a great 4th of July. Now let's go see some fireworks.
Carlotta Walls Lanier, the youngest member of the Little Rock Nine, the group of students that broke the color barrier at an Arkansas high school, recently shared her story at the New Jersey Law Center.
It's just amazing to be able to stand up here and introduce these two wonderful women for all they've done in the world. I'm first going to talk about Ms. Lanier. Carlotta Walls Lanier. She was born on December 18, 1942, was the youngest of the Little Rock Nine, which, as you know, is a group of African American students who in 1957 were the first black students to attend Little Rock Central High School. So of course we were also honored to help pull that around here, and she's our shining star of the New Jersey community. She's in the Labor and Employment Practice Group at Lock Lord, and throughout her career of more than 35 years, she's held a number of positions, including in-house counsel to the Fortune 500 companies and a municipal court judge, among others. Without question, she is a trailblazer for our state and our nation.
And so once you are in the school, you hear stories of other students who desegregated schools that once, even after they got into the school, they were further segregated. That you would see images of people sitting, all the students sitting in a box, for example, and being isolated from the rest of the class. Could you just share some of the actual classroom experience?
Well, it was designed for us to be in the classroom alone. We didn't have any other black students in our classes. And in a sense, that was basically how I was in a box, in a sense. Each teacher decided where I was to sit. So normally it was in that first row or second row near the door. And I was isolated. There were some students that were near me that would immediately move their chair when I came in and sat down in that particular class. So that was okay. I didn't need all of that to succeed. I did not need the friendship. It would have been wonderful to have the friendship of other students, but that was not necessary for me at that point in time. Safety was more of my thoughts, and I'm sure that was the thoughts of the teachers, most of the teachers that I had.
And I suppose that you got encouragement from your family. I know that you were very close to your family, especially your father.
Yes. I got the encouragement, I got the support more than the encouragement from my parents, because I saw my mother gray that year. The gray hair that she has on her head today, she's the only parent that's left. She's 90 years old. And she grayed that year, and I truly understood why as I became a parent. But that support was there. Even though they always told me once you decide to do something that you see it through, if I had wanted to stop going, they would have supported that as well. But because I had learned that once you start something, you finish it, I had to, deep down, I had to keep going.
And so you did persevere, and you graduated.
Yes.
And you were the Lone Ranger.
And there's some pieces in between because the schools were closed in my 11th grade year. And you mentioned Ernie Green earlier. Ernie was the first graduate, only a senior in the group, and that was in 1958. So we started in 57, he graduated in May of 58. And then the governor decided that, we're not going to have any more of this. I'll just close all the schools. So, how many governors in the United States would have 3,600 students without school to go to? I mean, it's unbelievable that you, just because there are black kids who want to go, want to exercise their right in going to a school.
How was that experience, walking across the stage after all you had been through, after all your classmates had been through? What was that experience?
It was a culmination of that job, and I really felt good about receiving. I needed that diploma, to be honest with you. I needed it to validate all the things that I had gone through. That's what it represented to me, that I had completed the race. And I will say that I graduated at May 30th on a Friday evening, and I caught the first day smoking out of the garden the next day.
What words of wisdom would you share, especially to all of the young people in the audience? What's so important for them to know about your experience, and what can they learn from that?
Well, I really want to encourage our young people to get all the education they possibly can get, the best education they possibly can get. Now, if it ends up being in a segregated school, get all that you can get. You still need to challenge the teachers, challenge the system, challenge yourself to be the best that you can be and to do your personal best. Unfortunately, these segregated schools really have a lot to do, I think, with where you live, where you know, it really has a lot to do with that. And when we live in communities that are basically all one thing, whether it's Hispanic or Black or Asian or what have you, you will find yourself in that type of environment most of the time. You need to take a giant step outside of that and explore what this world has to offer.
Thank you so much for your candor and for sharing so much with us. Are there any parting words that you want to say for this part of the program?
No, I just appreciate the opportunity, and I hope that you've gotten something from it, and I guess through the Q&A, if there are other questions, I'd be happy to answer what I can. But thank you very much. This is great.
Are we all ready to start? Chris is a member of the meetup group, but he's going to be emceeing tonight. So let's get started. Hi, so my name is Melissa Hosick. I am the Programming and Publicity Librarian here at the library. We have a meetup group which consists of 20 to 30 somethings. They're not just East Brunswick residents, they're from throughout the region. We hold specific programs every month that are just for the 20 to 30 somethings. We have tabletop game night, but this is a new one that we started every other month. We have a pub style trivia night. There's 12 different categories, there's 5 clues per category. Everyone comes in teams and they have fun. You know, they come up with their crazy names and we score them throughout the round. At the end, they win gift certificates. The meetup group was started in December by Jessica Schneider, who is the teen librarian, and we wanted to have things besides the tabletop game night that people would be interested in. And a lot of us here at the library love trivia. It's something that we all, really enjoy to do. So we said, let's try to have a trivia night. And the first one was such a success that we had to make it a regular program. For meetup specific events, you can go to www.meetup.com/library exchange, and that's X, letter X, CHANGE. So in case you missed this round, the next one will be Wednesday, August 12th at 7 p.m.
You win $5 Amazon gift cards.
Hi, East Brunswick, and welcome back to EBTV. My name is Lucy Aida. As you may have noticed, I'm back again to continue on with my painting today. Last week, I showed you very simple clouds, painted with just 2 brushes using oil paint and the wet on wet method. Today, I have a little variety of colors on my palette here, and I'm going to be using a fan brush again to show you some very simple trees. I will start out with some sap green on my Wilson Bickford brush. Wilson Bickford is a very well-known artist. He's up by Canada in upstate New York, and I was fortunate enough to be trained under him to teach. So you can see I'm just loading the green onto my brush. Very simple. Anybody can do this. You don't have to draw. And I'm going to just start to tap in some trees. This will give a nice illusion of some background trees. I'm using very little pressure and tapping the paint off the brush. Now you can see it's getting lighter as I'm going along, so I'll just come back and reload. I don't even have to wipe the brush off. Now, I'm going to try to make these trees different heights. We want to show interest in our painting. And you can probably hear the tapping of the brush. I'm just going to come out a little bit in the front here so I can see if I'm being straight. Coming up right into my cloud there. Give the painting a little interest. I'm using very dark green right now, and then I will change over and use a lighter color. Tapping up and down and up and down. Here we go. Turning my brush over, try to get a little bit more of that green over before I have to reload again. And I'm going to try to tap so it's not moving. I don't want everybody at home thinking their TV is broken. It's my canvas moving. All right, there we go. So I have some dark green there, faded off into a little bit of light green, and that's fine. I'm just going to wipe my brush on a paper towel back here. I'm going to go back to my palette. This time, I'm going to put some yellow ochre on my brush. Leaving that green right in there. I don't even have to wipe it off again. And I'm going to come in with this yellow ochre now. Make a nice little contrast. Going right into that green so it looks like the tree line is staying together. Come over here and bring it up a little higher and lower all the way across. Now, if we had a light source in this painting and we can say, oh, the light source is coming from the middle, I may come in the middle and put a lighter color. So maybe what I'll do is I'll wipe off my brush with the yellow ochre, and I will come back. Oh, got a little drip there, and I'm going to get some nice bright yellow. I'm going to put a little yellow on here, on the sides, have a nice light source coming through. I'm going to take my yellow, mix right back in with the green. Now, these trees in here will be a pale green yellow. This way it's going to look like that sun is coming right down. Even if the sun isn't in the painting, it'll just look like the light source is coming right into the middle. Okay, make them a little taller. And yes, I did cover up a few of those clouds, and that's okay. So now we have a nice tree line. Come in. There's a pretty tree line. Now, just to tie it in together, I can put a little green, sap green again. Just rubbing my brush to the side now instead of tapping up and down, just to make a little landmass there. Very simple. Anybody can do this. In my classes, everybody just follows along step by step. Now, I'm going to take some dark green again. I have a little yellow in there. It's okay. I'm going to put some brown in. I'm going to make a nice darker color. A little more green, a little more brown. Now, since this is just a demonstration today, I'm not worried if it's fall or spring or summer. Just want to show you some of the strokes and how I teach with two simple brushes. Okay, here we go. I'm holding my brush on the side. I have a lot of paint, maybe a little too much paint in there, but here we go. I'm going to start my pine tree. Up and down, just turning the brush, back and forth, turning the brush over, pushing harder, harder, and harder as we get down to the bottom, and I can see I need my paint a little darker. You can see that doesn't show so much. I'll come back in just with the brown, and I'm going to come in and just put a little bit of dark, just so this tree pops off the canvas. Back and forth on the side. Now, I can come in and I can highlight this tree, and that's what will make the tree look 3D. You can already see the tree line looks in the back, the clouds look up top. This way we have a nice perspective in our painting. So, I wiped off my brush just a little. You can come in with this lighter color and just come back and put a little bit. I have a little bit too much paint on my brush right there, so I'm going to just try to wipe a little off. Normally I would make this even darker. You can probably see as I make it darker, it stands out even better. So I'm going to come up here just so you can see which way I'm holding the brush. So to get a little highlight in there, I may have to go with a little yellow this time. Yellow and white. And now we'll show a little bit of 3-dimension in the tree. I'm tapping a little bit more in. And that's a very full tree. A lot of times when I teach these trees, we try to leave them a little airier so you can see through. In this case, I just wanted to give a quick demonstration on how easy it is to do a pine tree. So that's my demonstration for today. Please come join me on Facebook at my site. And my site is Lucy's Big Beautiful World of Painting. Thanks for tuning in. I hope to see you again.
Hi, I'm Melissa Hosick, the Programming and Publicity Librarian, and I invite you to attend our upcoming July events. All are open to the public. On Monday, July 20th at 7 p.m., our monthly Craft or Dark adult crafting class will make perler bead art. On Thursday, July 23rd at 7 p.m., we will have our first pub-style trivia night called Quizzo. Come and meet others and play as teams. On Saturday, July 25th at 1 p.m., come to the bocce ball court next to the Senior Center and learn the basics of how to play bocce. On Thursday, July 30th at 7 p.m., Al Johnson will talk about what certified organic means in terms of your food. To learn about our ongoing monthly events, such as Adult Summer Reading, the Summer International Film Festival, and more, visit ebpl.org or follow us on social media. We hope to see you in July.